It's that time, Thursday evening. It is 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central Time. It is September the 7th, 2023. It is Thursday night. Do not adjust your television set. Do not change the channel. Do not turn your computer off unless you do not like conservative talk radio or talk podcasting. We welcome you tonight to Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show live on this beautiful Thursday evening, and we are so happy that you have chosen to invite us into your home or wherever you may be tonight. Maybe you're traveling, maybe you're riding down the road listening to us. We welcome you to our broadcast tonight, live and in color. We're going on over 3 years live and on the air. They've not taken us off yet, and we praise the Lord for that, and we are thankful to all of our faithful followers that join us each and every Thursday night here. We have no idea what we're going to talk about. Never do, never will, but we have a good time doing it, and I'm sure that you will get educated in some form or capacity. And remember this, right here is the only place you can hear certain things. They're only right here can you hear the truth beyond the truth of what's really going on in the world right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. And it is good to be live with you folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we're live all across this great nation. And if you're watching us on Facebook, we'd love for you to reach over and hit the like button and hit the share button. Share our broadcast on your page so everybody knows that you're a fan of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show and gets our show out to an even further audience. We're coming to you live tonight from our studio right here in Enterprise, Georgia, our studio in Thompsontown, Georgia, and our studio at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia, and our remote studio at turn number 3 at the Old Rocket Speedway is on the road tonight, gathering stories for future dates. And so we wish Charlie well, as he is a roving reporter tonight. And we're coming to you live all across the great United States of America and foreign countries where it's both legal and illegal for us to broadcast. All 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and the great state of Baker County, Georgia. And we welcome all of our fine Baker County, Georgia residents, and we appreciate all of you. Boys, we're brand new live tonight. Got a brand new big screen TV tonight. Not the biggest we've ever been on. 98.25 inches tonight. 98.25 inches. Brand new town, though. I don't think we've ever been on live on this in this town before. We're live at Seymour's tonight. Seymour's. Gently used soap on a rope. Seymour's sucker lip sandwiches. Seymour's slip and slide rentals for the elderly and infirmed. Seymour's recycle 7-Eleven gift cards, and Seymour's Slick Willie cigars in Sneed's, Florida.
Come on, man, please. I think I've been by Seymour's a time or two.
Yeah. Yep.
Seymour's. I hope it's on them sucker lip sandwiches.
Yeah, I've never had that. He offered me one when I went down there and got the contract from him. He offered me one, but I had just eat a bait of chicken gizzards and some sauce and hoop cheese, and I didn't want to put a sucker lip sandwich on top of all of that. So I kind of backed off that. I told him next time I come down there to see if we could get a renewal on the contract, I would try one out. But I didn't know, man. Hey, they were lined up. There was 16 people in the line for the gently used soap on a rope. He had a deal going on it.
That's a deal there. Yes, sir. I remember them soaps on the ropes. That was a long time ago. I think the Avon lady used to sell them things. But they were soaps on. That was a big deal when I was coming up, Marvin. That's a tradition, man. I mean, that you would high up when you got you some soap on a rope.
Yeah.
High up. Most of them didn't have a shower. You know, they didn't have a shower. They just had them a wash tub they'd wash in, and then you had to hang your soap on a rope up there on a limb or something, outside out there.
Now, I don't know this to be a fact, but I've heard if you are a man and go to prison, you prefer and hope that you have soap on a rope and not just a loose bar.
I've heard that same story. I have no idea. I'm not familiar with any kind of prison activities, but could very well be. But that was, yes, sir. Soap on a rope was a big deal. A lot of people got that for gifts, for graduation gifts and things like that. Birthday presents got it for that.
Yep. I remember my uncle graduated in about 19 I think he graduated in about 1976, and I was a young lad at that time, and I remember him having I remember this distinctly. It was a Brute 33 scented soap on a rope.
Mm-hmm. Brute. He was high end. That was high end. That thing probably cost, I don't know, it probably cost 50 cents back then. That was a high end deal, that buddy. That was a high end piece of soap. That was a Rolls Royce of soap. You could get you a Brute soap on a rope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What Queasel? Queasel, can he hear you? Can you hear us, Queasel? He's the deaf mute tonight. What's
Yeah,
going on?
he's having well, you had internet problems to start
Yeah,
with, and
he
he's
got
going.
internet problem.
I
We're
don't know if
gonna have
he's
to do a closed caption. We got to do closed caption. Do you know anybody that could keep up with us doing closed captioning? Well,
how about this? How about if we had one? We had a window down in the corner for somebody trying to do sign language for all of us.
Yeah.
Please,
Have you ever noticed that people speaking to that, Mom? You ever noticed that people are doing the sign language? We see you quit. Ain't nothing we can do about it, man. Ain't nothing, not one thing we can do. Nothing.
He done rose up again.
Can you read? Can you read lips, Queasel? Anyway, have you ever noticed them folks doing this? They got some politician up there. He's pontificating, and spewing off at the mouth. Have you ever seen any of them sign language folks that did not look like that? They really didn't need to be around people. They needed to be somewhere off in a room by themselves, like Joe Biden, without matches or a sharp knife by themselves.
Yep.
I've noticed that about them people. But I know they're good folks. I know they do a good job. I know they do. They do. But I think it's useless. But I'm not deaf, so I don't know.
Floyd, someone has just popped in we go way back, one of these viewers back before the Dirt Road Sports when we used to be in Cotton Hall. Jackie Whitaker. You remember her?
I remember Jackie Whitaker. Yes.
She popped in here.
Remember her from way back yonder. Yeah, I see them just popped in now. Sure did. Well, good to see you.
Anita McClellan put up there, and I want to say this. I know, Queasel, you and Floyd remember this. When we started the Dirt Road Sports, 10 or 12 years ago, maybe longer than that, there was a gentleman that kind of helped with a Lincoln Continental propel our photograph into the media, the worldwide of meat of just. What would you say, Floyd?
It's an iconic photograph. It's iconic. The photograph. I mean, it's like Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
the photograph is of
if
us.
you've never seen the picture of the Dirt Road Sports in front of that, probably about a 76, 78.
77. It was a 77 Lincoln Mark IV.
And it belonged to a gentleman from Jakin, Georgia, by the name of T.R. Richards.
Yep.
T.R. allowed us to have our very first photo shoot in front of that, and then we later filmed not a live video, but we filmed a video in the automobile riding down some dirt roads with him driving. And T.R. was a very interesting individual. For those of you that may have not have known him, lived in Jakin, but he was born in Trenton, New Jersey. He was a Yankee, and I asked him when we went when we went and looked at the Lincoln. I asked him. I said, "Had this Lincoln ever been involved with any dead bodies in the trunk?" And he replied, "I cannot either confirm nor deny that." So, but anyway, make a long story short, TR passed away about 2 weeks ago, and they had a memorial service today for him in Jakey, and I was fortunate enough to be asked to speak at that, and we appreciated old TR. He was a great organ player, used to play the organ at some of our shows, our very first shows that we ever did at the Olive Theater in Donaldsonville, Georgia, when we first got started as the Dirt Road Sports.
Yeah, he brought his own organ. It was a big old organ too. I mean, it wasn't one of them little table models, little old table. It was a big organ. He brought it in. He had him some help. He brought that thing in, and man, intermission, prelude, and then at the intermission, he got to play it. But he got to play it we dirt road sports, we come out, man. We come out with a bang. We come out rolling, baby. Hey, we done got in fourth gear when we come out there. Hey, we ain't in first gear trying to find second gear. We done got in fourth gear, come out there on the stage, and we rocking and rolling, and we leaving everybody like Queasy said they was foaming at the mouth and falling and rolling in the aisles, at intermission, and then TR, we turned over TR to play that music, intermission music. And man, TR, so he was playing funeralizing music. I don't know where TR heard. He was a good organ player, but I went down and said, TR, I said, man, you got to crank it up. I said, we got to either do some Little Richard or some Jerry Lee Lewis. We got to do something, get this thing cranked up. And man, he wouldn't have hit it then. He was old school, but he was playing them something. But I love TR. He was a great guy, had a great personality, had a great spirit about him. Just to love TR. And, they come and go. People come and go in your life, and you never know who you're going to enter. Never know who you're going to cross paths with from one day to the next. And everybody that you do, you better treat them right, because that's the way life's supposed to be.
But man, we appreciate TR. He really helped us out in the beginning, and that picture will go down in infamy. That we stood on the.
Be a good picture. That picture would be a good one that we could put up on our screen, at the beginning there, or whatever. Other than that other one you got, it makes me look like I'm 76 years old in it when I'm not actually, but 74 years old in the picture. So.
I can hear you now, Floyd. I moved.
Good. He had to move somewhere else in the house.
I moved.
Yeah.
It's kind of like them old rabbit ear TVs we used to have. You had to move the rabbit ears a little bit to twist them around. Oh, I had to twist it around a little bit.
I had a good friend one time. He was over there close to Iron City. I had a good friend one time and stopped by there with him. And his wife was sitting down there in front of the TV holding the knob. He was laying on the couch watching the TV, and she was kind of squatted down Indian style there, holding the knob on the TV so he could see the TV. But that was a long time ago. So you probably wouldn't see that today. But, there's no knobs on no TV. She was right there.
That's what I had to do. I had to twist the rabbit ears a little bit, but I got them twisted. I don't even know where we're broadcasting from. I ain't heard nothing y'all see.
You're gonna have to hit the rerun.
Oh, he missed all of that. Well, tonight we at Seymour's. Seymour's gently used soap on a rope. Seymour's sucker lip sandwiches. Seymour's slip and slide rentals for the elderly and infirmed. Seymour's recycle the 7-Eleven gift cards, and Seymour's Slick Willie cigars.
That's what I'm talking about. I wonder how much soap on a rope Seymour sells.
Yeah, we're talking about soap on a rope. He said he had an uncle that had a soap on a rope one time. It was a brute soap on a rope. I said, man, that was high end.
I remember that.
Of soap on a rope. I said, I bet that thing cost 50 cents. It probably did cost 50 cents from the Avon lady. And she brought it to you. You didn't even have to go get it. The brute, you'd have to go somewhere and buy the brute. You'd have to go to the drugstore somewhere and buy the brute.
But you could get that Avon.
Yeah, you get Avon. I got Avon.
I wonder if Watkins had some soap on the rope. If he did, Mr. Grady Calhoun to bring it to you. You don't think Watkins had
Watkins had Lenny Mint.
Can you imagine Lenny Mint soap on the road?
It sets you on fire too, buddy. If you put it on the wrong orifice, it will set you on fire.
Hey, imagine if you'd have been out working all day and gotten chafed and come in and bathed with Lenny Mint soap on the road.
That's all right, though. If he went to burning too bad, Mr. Grady, he'd have something else for that, too. He had anything you wanted in that old Dodge Dart he drove.
That was old Dodge Dart, wasn't it? Or Valiant or something. He had to do the whole in the back seat. And the Raleigh man, too, had the Raleigh man. He was out there. That was
Yeah.
I can't think of what his name was, but he was the Raleigh man. They was in kind of competition with one because Grady didn't try to sell nothing. No way. It didn't take a whole lot to make Grady happy.
No, he didn't care.
He lived in about a 10 by 12 trailer house, a mobile home out there on Mr. Johnny's.
Built in 1908.
Yeah, it was.
Let me ask you this, because that reminds. Used to, when I was a youngin' and I would go to church out there at Union Primitive, there was always a man showed up out there and he sold Watkins out of the trunk of his car. Who would that have been?
That would have been Grady. I probably would Grady. Yeah, Grady was he was hard shell. Grady was a hard shell.
He had him a fedora. He always wore a fedora. You have a fedora on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a little hat on. He had a little hat on. He was kind of a small little Calhoun. He was a small man, but he was he could sell. He set up at Craig's at Queasel's granddaddy's service station. He set up at, and he tried to reel them customers in. You know, he tried to reel them one in. They'd see him and hey Grady, said, "What, you got any black pepper?" He said, "Yeah, I got some black pepper."
Yeah, I remember one time him and Granddaddy got in it. He was up there selling, and Granddaddy put in he wanted some of the profit. He wanted a kickback off of what Grady was selling. He said, "You set up here on my bench, selling all your goods," and he said, "You selling more stuff than I am." He said, "If you too cheap to buy a store, you're gonna have to pay me some credit. Give me some." They used to argue back and forth. Now you talking about some folks now. They used to be some folks down there on that bench.
Well, see, they folks come up there, they buy them a can of black pepper for 35 cents, but then they couldn't buy that gallon and a half of gas. Put it with that 35 cents. See, they spent all the money on black pepper. How in the world do folks make it? I mean, selling stuff for 35 cents. Of course, I know how they made it because gas was 28 cents a gallon. You know, light bill was $1.75 a month.
The cheapest I remember was 27 cents a gallon.
Gas. That's you remember. I remember we used to go to Florida and have gas war. It'd be 19 cents a gallon. Gas war had signs up.
But that go back to the day that you were talking about a few weeks ago when you had them Coca-Cola bottle wars. When you flip that bottle over on the backside, people don't know about that. See,
Marvin, they had no idea what I'm talking about.
He don't know about that.
Coca-Cola bottles. He know with his string. He wanted to know what the longest distance was. We have a map with a string on it. What you talking about? You remember that, don't you, Quick?
I do, yes, sir.
We had to keep Marvin abreast of what's going on. But Marvin's good. Marvin's good. He's good tonight. He's feeling good tonight. He's I know we got a busy week.
We got to hit one right here this time. Moby Dick Restaurant.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, man, Moby Dick, yeah, man, it's an institution right here in Concord, Georgia on Highway 27 out here under new ownership. Mr. Ernie Grow and his wife, Miss Jenna, they've decided to retire. They did a great job running that place for years out there. And they decided to sit back and enjoy life and go on their little camping trips and things like that, and enjoy each other and enjoy their life. And they sold the Moby Dick to a young entrepreneur and his wife who bought it, and they are doing a tremendous job with it. They have a great menu out there, a daily lunch menu Tuesday through Friday, and then Sunday they have the great Sunday buffet, Sunday after church buffet lunch. Good as you're going to get anywhere. They got roast beef. They'll carve it for you, roast beef, carve your ham for you, carve your turkey for you right there, turkey breast right there as you're looking. Great place, good, clean place. There's not going to be any kind of confusion going on in there. You're not going to have to be listening to a bunch of stupid music when you in there. You just go in there and sit down, and I guarantee you'll make friends. If you don't know who somebody is, go up to them and tell them who you are, and they'll tell you who they are. There's the buffet table right there, and there's the plates and the homemade desserts and the salad bar, the whole deal right there. Right here in Concord, Georgia on US 27. Moby Dick Restaurant. Y'all go see them. We'd love to have y'all here in Concord.
Marvin is without words.
Well, I didn't know if Floyd was through. He was. I kind of waited.
If Floyd quits talking, he's through.
Well, I didn't want to.
Floyd is not going to have to think about what he is going to say next. You understand? You should know me. You have known me long enough to know that, Marvin.
You know what? I got a job that I want the three of us to apply for. And maybe Charlie too. I think Charlie too. But see, Charlie had the inside scoop on us. You reckon we could get a job going to the White House asking the White House press secretary some questions? I got some questions I would love to ask, don't you?
Yeah, you got. Yeah, but she's not going to answer. She has no answer for anything. She has
No.
no answer for any
She gonna
question.
sit there and bat them little eyelashes.
Hmm?
Yeah, bat them eyelashes and
She got them eyelashes back. She got that copper dust
yeah,
on her
yeah,
eyelids. Yeah. She always got that. She got that copper in her hair. And anyway, hey, it's typical. Hey, it's typical of the administration that we're dealing with. She's just a one of the cogs in the wheel, if you will.
Mhm.
They're all the same. They're all the same cog. They all of them. They none of them know how to bind with another cog other than themselves, and they
Right.
just all they do is just they get a memo every. Here's the deal, Queen and Marvin. They get a memo every day. All of them do. They get. She gets the memo, and all of the press, all the MSNBC and the NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN, they all get the same memo, and it's here's what you're gonna say today. Here's what you're going to talk about. They all get the same memo. All the Democrat senators, all the Democrat congressmen and women, they all get the same memo. Here's what you're going to say today. Now, do not deviate from the script. Y'all familiar with the script? The script. They love the script, and they don't deviate from it. So,
yeah, yeah, and it's they all okay with the fact that a man gets a Medal of Honor, and the president just walks out in the middle of, but he waits till they're gonna pray, and he walks out during prayer. Now,
well, they got to go before that. He got to leave before that. He got to leave.
I was
Well,
taught
he
that
won't
when
be there around
somebody's
that.
praying, you be still. You bow your head and you be still. That's what I was taught.
Well, he hadn't got to that point yet. He ain't never been at that point. If he's gonna be still, he's either asleep or either he's crapping in his pants, one or the other. I mean, that's what he's doing. If he's going, you better watch him. If he's like a young'un, you get a little baby somewhere with diapers on. If he slips off somewhere, you can bet one thing: he's crapping in his pants, and that's the way Joe had to go. There was something hit him. They were pain hit him, and them the pins was fixing to get filled up. Can't have it, Queen. I know what we're gonna do. Ain't no need telling us. Ain't no need telling us. I can't.
He done lost us again.
He done lost us again. Bless his heart. But that's the way it is. That's the way the administration works, and that's what we got. I'll tell you all this: elections have consequences.
Mm-hmm.
All you folks that did not vote in the last presidential election, this is where we are today because you did not vote. You did not take time to vote. You was too busy doing other things. You had a nail appointment. You had a hair appointment. You had to go down to Panama City and check on your condo. You had something else to do. You had to go. You had to go see one of your grandyoungers play ball, which he plays ball every day of the week anyway. But you had to go. You didn't vote. That's what we're stuck with. So I'm just preaching. I know I'm preaching to the choir because I know everybody that watches us and listens to us. I know what they do. I know what kind of people y'all are.
Yep, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Hey, Floyd, I saw this week. I wanted to put this up here and talk about that a little bit. You remember that picture right there?
Man, yeah. Do I remember that picture? That is one great American right there in the center. And that is one fantastic woman on the right-hand side of your screen right there. Now, I don't know who that cat there is with that champagne poured, but looks like everybody's having a good time, especially Nadine and the mayor.
Yeah.
I know where we was at. I know exactly where. That's old Floyd with that champagne. And I am imbibing, and the mayor is imbibing. And everybody's having a good time. They didn't nobody show out. We just got a little sip of champagne, celebrating Swamp Gravy's, I think, 10th anniversary. That probably would have been about 2002 right there.
Floyd, let me ask you this. Now, you were not 76 in that picture, right?
No. That was a long time ago. I was probably around 50 in that picture right there.
50 years old.
I was about 50, yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
That's where I was at. 50, yeah, I was probably 50, 55 maybe. Probably more like, anyway. Have you ever seen a prettier smile on anybody than that?
Ooh, I'm telling you. What about the meal tonight that you had?
Yeah, that's exactly. We'll go ahead and do our commercial right now if you want to on Ziggy B's. Them shrimp right there come from Ziggy B's, and I went to get the shrimp, and I told Nadine, I said, I'm gonna go get our shrimp now there from Ziggy B's. I said, you don't have, let's have some yellow rice to go with it. She said, no. She said, I want me some sweet potato fries. I said, all right. I come back by the supermarket, by the pick and save, and got us a pack of them frozen sweet potato fries. Put them in there with them fried shrimp, and you talk about something fine. That's it. Got it at Ziggy B's right there. The fresh, everything's so fresh, so good at Ziggy B's. You will not believe how good it is unless you go in there and they've already bought some of that stuff. Now she ain't got no catfish fillets today. She said she didn't have any. She didn't know when she's gonna get none. Kind of hard to find, but she got the catfish, the whole catfish. She got shrimp. She got lobster tail. She got crawfish. She got scallops. She got whatever else you want in there, but she ain't got. And I got us got me and Nadine a couple of little slabs of that salmon too. We're gonna probably pan sear it about tomorrow night. But tomorrow night, Ziggy B, there's your phone number right there now. There's your phone number. Look it up right there. Ziggy B's having that low country boil that she does on Friday nights from time to time. Tomorrow night, a low country boil, $12.99 at Ziggy B's. She got the good sausage. I mean, she ain't got them old Georgia red sausage. She got the good sausage, good fresh shrimp in there, good potatoes, fresh corn. Cooks it right there on the spot. Ain't none of it frozen and all this kind of stuff. Y'all go see Ziggy B's if you want some real good seafood and be treated right and be treated like you want to be treated. Y'all go see it right here in Colquitt, Georgia.
Hey, boys, look right here. Look what a picture Kenneth Spooner sent in this week.
Good
Look at
night.
that. Can you see the silhouette there? Almost looks like silhouette of Jesus looking right there.
I tell you, that's awesome there, man. I don't know how in the world that happened. That looked like almost like Photoshop there. That looked like a person.
Yep,
Oh,
sure
person.
does. Sure does. Unreal. That came in from Kenneth Spooner. I don't know where he was at on the road this week, but
He's on the road somewhere.
He's on the road, man. He was on the road. All right, guys. Y'all asked for it. We forgot it last week, and y'all have reminded us. You reminded us. We forgot to do the trivia last week, so we got it this week, and it is brought to us by none other than our good friends at Southern Hissy Fits on the Square in Colquitt, Georgia. They're located on the southwest corner, 109 West College Street, 229-726-4825. Embroidery, t-shirts, tumblers. They got their own line of Hissy Fit candles now. Go by and see them right there on the corner of the square in Colquitt for all of your needs, all your gift needs. Custom embroidery is their specialty. Go by and see them. They are the official producer of all of the Charlie Platt and Dirt Road Sports Show official licensed memorabilia. And the winner of the trivia contest tonight will be a winner of a campfire mug with our logo on it. We need the correct answer and your name, correct answer and your name, texted to 229-254-5060. 229-254-5060 is the correct number to call. We need your name and the correct answer to the questions right here on Southern Hissy Fits Trivia Time on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Let's try this one more time here. Queasel, see if he can hear us there. All right.
Go ahead.
Here's our trivia question. Are you ready? I need the name of the individual. I'm going to give you what this person has done in their life, all of the accomplishments, and I want you to text me who this person is. An American attorney, a businessman, a hedge fund principal, a venture capitalist, a private equity fund investor, previously worked as a banker, a lobbyist, and a legal representative for lobbying firms. Who is this person? Has served on numerous boards of directors. An American attorney, a businessman, hedge fund principal, venture capitalist, private equity fund investor, formerly worked as a banker, a lobbyist, and a legal representative for lobbying firms. and he has also been on the board of directors of several organizations. I have one attribute that I'm holding back if we don't get it. I have one other attribute that I'm holding back if we don't get your responses that possibly could be a clue that would put you over the edge. I'm needing the name of the person I'm talking about. It is a man. Well, I mean,
you said it now. You can't take it back, Marvin.
I assume it's a man. Let me put it that way.
You can weasel out of the most stuff, Marvin, I ever seen anybody in my life.
Well, hey, Billy Shingler just texted. He was very close. James Comey. That is incorrect, Dr. Shingler. But you're very. He's on
the trail. And this is according to Wikipedia.
Yeah, you're on the trail. You are on the trail. Billy Shingler is coming in close there. He's on the only response there. Again, the trivia question is this. We are looking for, let's see if I can get back to it here. I lost it. Here we go. We are looking for the gentleman who is an American attorney, businessman, also has been a hedge fund principal, a venture capitalist, private equity fund investor, formerly worked as a banker, a lobbyist, and a legal representative for lobbying firms, and has served on the board of directors of several organizations. And there is one other thing that he is, assumingly he is a he.
And this is according to Wikipedia.
Yes,
that knowledgeable thing that everybody goes to and believes in.
Wikipedia. Mm-hmm. We've only had one answer. Billy Shingler came in, and he was.
Give him that last clue, Marvin.
All right, Billy Shingler just came in. He's getting even warmer. Merrick Garland. He's getting very close here. Let me give the last clue there, and maybe this will throw him over the edge. He is also an artist. He is also an artist, among all of those other things.
According to Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm. According to Wikipedia, he is all of those things, plus he is an artist. And there it is. None other than attorney Billy Shingler. He came in and he got it. Hunter Biden is the correct answer.
That's him. Ain't he great? Ain't he great?
Hey,
don't say nothing about being a con man, a crook. Don't say nothing about that.
Pull up Hunter Biden Wikipedia. You'll get the exact same thing that I just read to you. That is his biography. All of those great things, plus he's an artist that is listed on Wikipedia.
Nothing about him being a pervert or a sexual deviant. None of that. Or a crook, a con man. Nothing. None of that. They don't say that. You ain't gonna find that on Wikipedia.
Hey, I can hear you now.
All right, good. Good, we hear you.
I must have paid my sound bill.
Shingler, I don't know if what this is going on here, but Vic Hunter has put you guessed until you finally got it right. So I don't know what that little tiff between you and Vic Hunter is there, but anyway,
that's not our problem, Marvin. We move on. That's not our problem.
I was trying to, get in that. Anyway, Billy Shingler did say when I said artist, that was the essential element. So anyway, right here, Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show. Billy Shingler, our winner tonight of the trivia contest. Hunter Biden, the correct answer.
Yeah.
How did Hunter Biden rate getting to be our trivia question?
Well, you couldn't hear it. You got to go to Wikipedia.
You got to go back and hit the rewind, but we can't go back.
All of these things.
Got to go forward. Yeah. Moving forward.
I mean, I didn't know we had stooped that low to get him.
We didn't. Move on, Marvin. Let's go. Come on. Go
all right, Cleveland, I need you to do. I need you to do an advertisement for me right here on KWG Plumbing.
KWG Plumbing. Let me tell you something. This is the folks right here. If it ain't flowing, they ain't going. All you got to do is call them. You got to call them 24 hours, 7 days a week. Don't make no difference. If you're in Georgia, Florida, Alabama, There ain't nothing he can't do as far as it goes with plumbing. He got all the utensils. He got everything he needs. He does new construction. I was talking with him the other day, and he was telling me about he was giving some prices on some new construction. He does new construction. He'll come to your house and he'll update your fixtures if you got a sewer problem. He'll do what you need to do to get it going. Like I say, if it ain't flowing, all you got to do is call him, and he'll get it going right on down that drain, just like you want it to go. Honest family man, hardworking family man. Needs the business. He'll come to wherever you at, 24 hours a day. Don't make no difference. Call him. He got a full fleet of trucks, got a full crew to help him. No job's too big, no job too small. Kenneth Wayne Garney, 229-220-6694. Remember him for all your plumbing needs. And remember this, he is the official plumber for the Dirt Road Sports.
And Queasel, we have on the phone right now the official plumber of the Dirt Road Sports, Wayne Garney. Wayne, how you doing this evening, brother?
Doing good. Getting ready to eat some chicken and rice soup.
That's what I'm talking about. I got displayed for the folks right here your catch this past week with those two pretty young girls right there that you carried with you. Looks like a really, really nice load of fish y'all caught.
We caught a variety of fish. Yes, sir. We done good. We went down to Lake Seminole after church and went on the Flint Riverside and met up with a neighbor friend of mine, and he showed us where the fish was, and we done good.
Good deal, man. That's some great, that's some pretty fish right there, man. I'm telling you. I bet them girls had a good time too.
They had a good time. I had to kind of referee them every now and then because they best friends. You know how them best friends get sometimes.
Oh yeah. Hey, I hear you've been real busy in your plumbing over in Alabama and all around. Tell us a little bit about. We just did your ad on the air. Tell us what's going on in the plumbing world.
Yes, sir. We doing a lot of new construction. We hooked up with a contractor out of Dothan that builds houses. We've been in Brundage earlier this week. We're going to Clio tomorrow. We've been in Quail Country, Georgia today, and next week we'll be in Bainbridge and Ozark. So we just all over the place.
Man alive. You see right there, ladies and gentlemen, he is licensed in Georgia and Alabama, doing a lot of work in Alabama. And when he ain't working on plumbing, he's on the boat with his family fishing.
And Marvin, here's the thing you need to tell people about him. You know he's honest. When he won't lie about fishing, he's honest. He's an honest man. That's the main thing about it. So you can't get no honest. A fisherman that won't lie, he's an honest man. So I'm just telling you.
Toilets to build a new house, we'll take the job.
Well, and Wayne, wanted to tell you this, your church going fellow there, Queasel, that goes to church with you, said that that you got to be a good fella because you're an honest fisherman, and those are few and far between.
Yeah, well, now him and I talked about that, and we got an agreement on what's going to happen. So I fudge a little bit, you know. It might have been hot, you know, when I say it was good weather and stuff like that. But the fishing now, when it comes to the fishing, you know, by the time you tell the story 3 times, that fish going to get bigger and bigger every time.
I got you, brother. I got you. Well, hey, we appreciate you. We look forward to hearing from you again next week. Happy fishing to you. Y'all be careful.
Yes, sir. God bless. We're going to try the St. George Island, go snapper fishing this weekend.
Good deal. We'll look forward to some pictures.
Okay. Thank y'all. Have
yes,
a good
sir.
night.
He's staying busy and loving to fish too.
He got a good business, got a great business.
Let me tell you something else he's doing too. He's spending time with them children. That makes all the difference in the world right there. Ain't nothing in the world he can do any more important than that. I promise you.
You're right.
I promise you. That is he the
sounds like Wayne is the top priorities.
He is a real deal when it comes to that. I'll have to give it to him. Got to work on his line about his fishing. I got to get him to listen to his preacher a little bit more about how to not tell the truth about fishing.
Yeah, well, you're right. Yeah, you know, it's interesting about that. The gentleman that used to be on our show, preaching reverend, that just abandoned us, you know, and then and then the good Lord sent us, you know, Kenny Wayne, which is far superior, in my opinion, than what the fishing reverend was with his report.
right.
And with his, and plus, plus, he's a paying advertiser, if you will. we never even got a chicken strip from fishing reverend. I never got a fish from the fishing reverend.
Well, he was looking at it.
Hey, everything works out for the everything. It just give it time. That's all you got to do. It'll work
But
out.
now, he did. I had to take up for him a little bit. Now he looked at it. Your yard landscaping professional.
But he feeds him spiritually. He feeds him spiritually.
He brought him some fish, but see, he don't ever catch over one or two. So,
No, he don't. I haven't heard anything out of my landscaping professional lately about the fishing reverend bringing him any fish.
Well, that's
some of your deacons have brought him some fish.
yeah. Well, if he had to depend on the fishing reverend to bring him some fish, he'd starve to death. Yeah, he had to get some of the deacons over.
Had to, stay on that Bud Light diet.
Hey guys, part of our show is brought to us by none other than our good friends at Phillips Auto Parts and the Holstered 9 on Highway 27 in Colquitt, Georgia. Man, all your auto parts needs, whatever it might be, small or large, tractors, agricultural auto parts, any kind of need you have in that capacity, call them at Phillips Auto Parts. You see on the screen there, they are patriotic. They love America. They love the country that we live in. Miss Key's got a great selection of gift items for you ladies up there, or you gentlemen to go in and bring your lady back a gift bag or a balloon. She does that, and she'll do them up specially for you. And then they've got the Holstered 9. Tomorrow they will be hosting the grand opening at the Holstered 9 on Highway 27 in Colquitt, Georgia. You need to go by. I'm sure they're going to be having door prizes. They'll be having registrations. You need to go by and see it. The pictures do not do it justice. You need to go in and see how beautiful it is. It is fully stocked with all the ammo, with all of the firearms. They've got a gunsmith on site at the Holstered 9. Tomorrow is their grand opening. Go by and see them in Colquitt, Georgia. I promise you, they got one of the largest selections in all of Southwest Georgia when it comes to firearms. And don't forget, they are home to the world famous Floyd B. Lloyd Rabbit Pellet Grill. Rabbit pellet grilling at its finest. All kinds of meats. You can grill anything you want to on it. You can grill a steak. You can grill a pork loin. You can grill a hamburger. You can grill an armadillo patty. You can grill souse. You can grill anything you want on it, and it will come out tasting like whatever you want it to taste like. All you got to do is buy the flavored pellets for whatever flavor you want it to be. Grape, fruit punch, pineapple, peach, apple, any kind of flavor that you would like. You can get them right there at Phillips Auto Parts and the Holstered 9. Highway 27, Colquitt, Georgia. We appreciate their sponsorship. Give them a call, 758-5565, area code 229. They're having the grand opening tomorrow, boys. Y'all need to run by there. There ain't no telling what you might find.
At the Holstered 9.
Holstered 9 having a grand opening tomorrow.
I tell you what I got to have, Marvin. I want me, and I know they got some. I'm gonna go see him. I want me some little snake shot. Put in a 38 special.
Oh yeah.
Did they have that? Did they make that?
Oh yeah. It's probably about $2 a bullet.
I don't care. How much is not having a rattlesnake bite you and kill you worth, Marvin? Is it worth $2? Oh. Say,
first thing you got to be able to do is get that rattlesnake with that bullet though down.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, the good thing about snake shot is it will spread. You know, when I was a young boy, about 16, we used to ride around at night and we'd take rat shot and put it in a pistol, and we'd get up on a dirt road and shoot cows with it to see them run.
That was real bright.
I don't believe I'd have told that. You know, there's a heap of things.
Statute of limitations is run out on that. Yeah.
There's a heap of things I might have told, but I just don't believe I'd have told that.
I wouldn't told that. I wouldn't have told that. And you talk about your cows get out all the time, Marvin. I hear you call me.
What did they get out? You shoot them. You shoot them with a gun. I'd get out too.
Well, go around, come around, Marvin.
Yeah.
Anyway, do I have another commercial I can go to?
If you shot at me, I'd tear out too. I believe.
I think you've run out of commercials at you, Marvin.
Hey, I wonder, do they make rock salt anymore? Rock salt shots anymore, Floyd?
Shotgun shells.
You can get it in buckshot. Yeah.
You could get rock salt?
Rock salt buckshot. Yep, you can.
You ready? Man, that set you on fire, I imagine. They never been shot with no rock salt.
Yep. Yeah, they do. And I mean, they use that a lot in these liberal places where they don't want to shoot somebody. They get all kind of creative ways.
I thought what they done now. They liberal places, they throw their guns down and go over there and wash the people's feet that's been burning up the buildings and all. I thought that was the liberal way of doing things. Begging forgiveness for something that happened 200 years ago.
I believe if I would go to the trouble to have to pull out a gun to shoot somebody, I believe I'd just go on and do it. I think I would now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that don't make good sense. I saw last week two police chiefs in these Democratic-run, crime-ridden cities. Two police chiefs said they had enough. Do
you blame them?
They have no job. They don't have any authority to do anything.
So. It's
But anyway, I'm talking about. I got some salt. I got some salt in my weapon that I keep pretty close at night by me. Is that street sweeper? I got some called a double alt buckshot. Is what it's called. I heard Sean Hannity today. He was on there talking. He was selling something. He's always selling something anyway, running his big mouth. He was talking about there's some kind of they've got this bullet thing as you shoot them and it's got pepper in it, a pepper spray or something. Where you don't have to kill them. You just shoot. Has he ever seen somebody on crack cocaine and fentanyl that's been tased about 5 times? And how they respond to that? It does not faze them. So you shoot somebody with some pepper spray or some kind of bullet that's going to give some kind of fumes off or something. With somebody that's jacked up on crack cocaine and fentanyl, ain't going to work. But now, if you shoot him with that double alt buckshot, that will work.
That'll get his attention. Look at him. If you tase somebody and that don't stop them, you better get some buckshot from somewhere.
You better get some buckshot. But you ain't got time to get buckshot. You ain't got time to go get your gun loaded then. So
I saw the when we first got tasers at the city. I saw the video and they hit a 2,000-pound bull with it, and it dropped the 2,000-pound bull. He just fell over. So you tell me about it.
But the bull was not smoking crack cocaine and fentanyl, Marvin. You leave out the main thing when you go to pontificating. The bull was not smoking crack cocaine and taking fentanyl.
The bull was clean. So
yeah, he clean. Yeah. He was clean.
And it could have been where they was aiming at when they hit that bull.
Floyd, we have been joined. It's first time in a while I've seen him join us. He sometimes don't hit us on Thursday night. The Pentecostal prognosticator, Tony Clay, has joined us.
Where has he been?
He's been gone a long time.
I thought we had run him off. I thought he had thrown the book at us. But good to see you, brother Tony. Glad to have you back, brother.
Hallelujah.
I thought he done changed the denomination. I didn't know. I thought y'all thought he might be
run him to a Baptist from a Pentecostal.
Yeah, he ain't doing no Scientology book. Oh no! When you got deep roots like that, no, you that baby. You ain't going nowhere. Yeah, like me, I'm hard shell. See, I'm old time hard shell. So I ain't going nowhere. I'm there, baby.
Lord have mercy.
Have mercy.
Man. All right, boys, y'all know what time it is. It is the time of the evening. Floyd's list of impossibilities. And it is brought to us by our good friend, And your good friend, T.C. Berryhill Auctioneers, world-class auctioneers, world-class gentleman, T.C. Berryhill. He has signed on to sponsor Floyd's list of impossibilities until Jesus returns. And for that, we are most gracious and thankful. In exclusivity and perpetuity, it is time for Berryhill Auctioneers and Floyd's list of impossibilities.
Thank you there, Marvin. Oh, and talking about old TC. Let me tell you what TC done the other day. He come down here and guess what TC done? He bought him a brand new Raptor pickup truck from guess who?
Oh,
C. Chambers down there.
that's what I'm talking about.
Franklin Ford. Do you think our tentacles don't reach far and wide out there in the world, man? But anyway, appreciate it, TC. Love you. TC had a big auction today. He does all online auctions now. He just man, everything's rolling for TC. He's doing good. But I would be remiss if I did not tell a Buki story. And this is like a 12-layer chocolate cake, if you will, thin layer chocolate cake. Buki and Reverend Johnson in one. Y'all know my cousin Buki. You know, Buki learned to dip snuff before he could learn to talk. And Buki, he always got that dip of snuff in his mouth. And he talked like that because he got that snuff down there. And y'all know Reverend Johnson. Y'all know who our friend Reverend Johnson is. He's that rotund Pentecostal preacher, if you will, with his hair all roofed back, got it dyed. He got that pomade on it. He got that hair down, and he get to sweating and get the can on it, pull up in, and he go to sweating, and that hair dye go to running down his jaws like that, run all the way down on his jaws and fall out on his shirt. He get to preaching so hard. He wears his belt right up under here. He's so big. He wears his belt up under his bosom. He got a zipper in his pants that's that long. Reverend Johnson. And y'all know Reverend Johnson. Reverend Johnson preaches down there at the Second United Holy Tabernacle of Love, Brotherhood, Sisterhood, and Scrutiny Church. All denomination church. Well, my cousin Buki and Virgiline had been going to church out there with Reverend Johnson. And the Spirit had moved them. He got to, you know how Reverend Johnson go to preaching again on him all the time. Oh, man, go to sweating and testifying and squalling and carrying on. But Buki and Virgiline had the Spirit had moved them, if you will. And Reverend Johnson, get the altar, God, if you will, come to the altar. Just leave it all. Leave it all right here. Just set it all for you, just like water off a duck's back. Just set it all right here. Well, he got to reaching Buki and Virgiline. So they come to the altar. He had the altar call. They come to the altar. We want to join the church. Oh, glory. Two more in the congregation. Oh, praise be. I need to talk with y'all, have some counseling with y'all. Y'all want to join my church here. Need to talk to y'all about some things that you got to do. So anyway, Virgiline and Buki met with Reverend Johnson the next week down there. Got to talking to him. Reverend Johnson said, well, yeah, Brother Buki, Sister Virgiline said in order to join this church, my church, Second United Holy Tabernacle of Love, Brotherhood, Sisterhood, and Scrutiny Church, there's things you got to do. Said you got to, number one, first thing you got to do, you got to sacrifice. You got to sacrifice. You got to stop doing some things. You got to abstain from some things. Well, that thing mean that thing mean that or Reverend John what that abstain mean. He said, well, Brother Boogie said what you got to do, so you got to abstain from the pleasures of the sex. No sexual pleasures for 2 weeks for you and Virgin Lady. We'll get back with you on that. So anyway, they go home. They go to the house. And anyway, about a week later, Bookie and Virgin Lady, they get back with her. They get back with Reverend Johnson. Bookie, Reverend Johnson, we got to testify. we got to tell it all. And Reverend Johnson, what are you talking about, that brother Bookie? Said, well, how? Well, he said, you talking about that abstaining stuff. You talking about abstaining from the pleasures of the flesh. Said other day, said me and Virgin Lee, said I will, and said she reached up there to get a can of bean wings from the shelf. He said, and she dropped them on the floor. He said, and when she dropped them on the floor, then she bent over to pick them up, and it roused me. I got roused. We got there on the floor, and we just wore it out. I'm talking about on the floor right there. I said, oh, mercy, how mercy, you done sinned and fell short. You done come up short. Look at that. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work in the Lord's work. You done come up short. Said you gonna have to. I'm gonna have to work on this thing. Said, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. Boogie said, right now, Boogie said, you and Virgin Lee are not welcome at this church anymore. And Boogie, well, that makes sense to me. Reverend Johnson said, we ain't welcome at the Piggly Wiggly anymore. Oh, mercy. Oh, not have done that. Have mercy, Jesus, on me. Mercy. Oh, not have done that, man.
I know where you was going pretty quick on that deal.
Oh, man. I tell you what, I'm going to have to leave y'all with that. There ain't no need of me going no further other than one thing. Short list, including his bladder and his bowels, things that Joe Biden has any control over.
Oh, man, that's pretty good. Queasel, how about, can you see that?
I can see it.
Tell them about the weather next week.
Well, it looks to me like the best thing to tell y'all do is get some short sleeve breeches and you can put your raincoats up. Temperature is going to be running high, but they ain't going to be as high as it's been being. I was reading the long range forecast today, and the temperatures are going to run in the 90s most time. They said some of the lows would be in the upper 60s, maybe low 70s early in the morning, and that it's going to keep the heat index down below the triple digits. So that's a blessing. I ain't got much of a chance of rain, though. About 24%. 24% next Tuesday and Wednesday looks like the high. So we need to pray for rain. Need to get a little bit. Maybe we need a little more rain to get them peanuts ready to be picked here before long. So it's dry. We need to be praying that we don't get another one of them hurricanes coming. Folks, let me tell you something. Folks over just south and east of us, they got messed up pretty bad. I know we've had a truck in over in Valdosta for about 5 days, and they said it was a mess down there. So we was blessed. We missed us, but we need to remember our friends over that way down in the Florida Panhandle and over southeast Georgia. Need to remember them in our prayers. They we know what they go through. We done been through it. So just remember that.
All right, Queasel. Take us
Well,
home.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to apologize because I just sat here and looked pretty for most of the show. I first couldn't get on, and then when I got on, I couldn't hear. I twisted my rabbit ears around though, and I got where I could do a little better. But we appreciate y'all letting us come in and talk with y'all tonight. It was a good show, and hope we might have made some of y'all smile. I want to challenge you again this week. Find a way to listen to an old Billy Graham sermon. Just find a way. There's all kind of ways out there. Find it. There's an app you can put on your telephone, the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association, and it's got them. It's got the daily devotional, and then down below that, it's got where you can listen to a sermon. Find a way to listen to Billy Graham preach the word the way it needs to be preached. It'll change your life. I promise you. Thank y'all. We love you. See y'all next week. Floyd?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Queasel. Leave it with y'all. Leave this with y'all tonight. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. You have that right. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. Be ready to protect yourself and your family at all occasions. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Always be vigilant of your surroundings. And when you lay down and go to sleep tonight, thank the good Lord above who created everything, who created us, who created this world, who created the animals and the fish and the birds. Thank him for what he's blessed you with today. Just today. And you'll be asleep and you'll still be thanking him. Marvin.
Guys, we love y'all. We appreciate you inviting us into your home tonight. We want to thank you so much for tuning in each and every week to our foolishness and some of the things you're going to hear right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. You know what I'm going to tell you. Sunday's coming. Go to church. Scripture this week, 1 Corinthians. Nobody should seek his own good, but the good of others. Do something good for somebody this week. It don't cost a lot. Most of the time, it don't cost anything to do something good for somebody. Just reach out and love them a little bit. Guys, we love y'all. Appreciate you. Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We'll be right back here. Same place, same time next week for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. But until then, no matter what you do in life, always be particular. Good night.
See y'all.
See y'all.